Okay, so CP Steel is like one of the most versatile maps and probably like the most things you can do as Soldier. Like, it's just such like a wide open map and there's so many different flanks you can do that like it's really like everything I say right here is just like my personal preference. There's so many different things you can do on this map, and it pretty much just all depends on like what your team needs to be watched and what needs to be done. So I'll start off with defense, and pretty much your team will be holding A usually, and they'll just sort of be like passive holding it with your combo, and then the rest of your team, like your NG will usually like set up right here, and then you and a scout or something will be holding B by yourselves. And again, this is just what we personally do and not like what you have to do, but pretty much like we have like a scout holding this area, our NG's back there, and then I'm sitting in this area right here. The second the door is open, I'll just put spam through right here, because nothing can really, like this door will be closed right here, and then the second it opens I'll spam and just watch, because the sniper won't really be able to hit me that quickly, and I'll just watch and just see if I hit a spy. So I won't kill anything, but I'm basically just spy checking at this point. And I'll just like keep spamming this, rotating and then the second I do that I'll rotate back here. I'll keep spamming here and here. And just basically just making sure like I won't flash a spy, because the second the spy is called I can just tell the engineer and he can just be cautious of it and he can't really get anything. Otherwise nothing really comes here. If their team decides to hard push this, you can pretty much just leave. Like, just the second you see that, just jump away and you can get the fuck out of there. But and then just call it to your team and they can rotate. Otherwise, you're pretty much just like dicking around here, just making sure you don't die until your team decides that they're losing A and they rotate over here. And then from there, I just rotate out once our combo's over here. A few like cheeky things you can do. That light fixture right there, you can hide up on, and so like nothing can really see you up here, and you can just drop down on things. Like if their medic's ever pushing through here, you can just do that. You can even start the round off there, like in case you think they're going to push it. Another area you can hold is up here. I don't know why you can stand right here. There's nothing you really stand on, but you can. And you can just shoot through rockets. You can shoot rockets through all of this, so you can just chill up here as well and just wait for like a medic to come out or something, and then just drop down on him from up there. And pretty much like nothing will ever check that. Like, it's just such a stupid spot. I don't know why it exists, but you can like cow mangle up there, like do charge shots and shit. Same with like cow mangler, and defense on this map is pretty good too, since you never have to worry about ammo or anything. It's just like, I don't know, it's sort of like a risk, but like hiding spots and everything, it's just sort of a risk reward. Let's see. Yeah, 6's Soldier is quite a bit easier. Like, well, I guess it's not hard being a Highlander Soldier. It's just, to most people, it's not that fun, because you have to like, just the role you have, like, just dying so much and playing like a passive role is just sort of boring to a lot of people. Like, I enjoy it, just not that many people do. Six Soldier is definitely a lot more fun to play, in my opinion, and probably most people's opinion. So once you rotate away from B, you can just rotate right through spawn here. You walk through spawn and then come through here. And then there's a few things you can do to, like, your job is basically just to watch this lobby area. You can have like a pyro or a scout with you, or you can just do it by yourself. One thing I like to do is just use either cow mangler or like righteous bison. And when you're defending this, I would 100% either have the bison or the shotgun on you, because a pyro just walking at you will demolish you in this area. But you can like cow mangler, so I just righteous bison down there and just make sure anything takes damage coming through there. Just be wary of this. Just spam that every once in a while. Otherwise, if you have someone with you, even like a heavy, pyro, scout, whatever, you can, I just like to hold sort of like back here, just keep putting spam like right around this corner constantly. And here you can like peek a little bit. This door will be open, and you can just peek a little bit, and just never really go past like this point right here. So you can like put some spam rockets down there. You got your health and ammo right here, and then just like keep just spamming corners, making sure like a spy can't cloak through anything, and always check your back because spies will probably pick you off because you're a super easy pick. Their favorite decloak spots are like these corners right here, just right there, or pretty much any of these fucking corners, up on top of those barrels, even like right around here, they'll just walk through and backstab you. So sort of passive hold this. Somewhat stupid spot for holding is just up here on this little ledge right here. You can stand on all of this, but so you can hide like against this wall right here if you think their team's gonna push. But basically, if like you've been there for a little bit and you know nothing's really coming through and they're pushing B, you can just sort of walk through here, just come down this drop down. Got your nice little health and ammo right here. This will be open as well. You can just pop through here, and like say it's like a post-Uber fight, you can just like while the Uber fight's going, you can just wait up there, and then for the post-Uber fight, the medic's going to be back in here, so just drop down and start putting rockets into like whatever is here. Even if they're just like lingering, like even if they are still pushing, like those would be like a sniper or something. There's just something back here that you can pick off, and then you can just jump straight back up the drop down. And then like if anything chases you, you can just demolish them because they have to go through this super small area, and you can pretty much just deny that health kit from them, drop back down and harass them, do whatever the fuck you want. But otherwise you're just sort of chilling back here and just watching this area in general. And you always have like your health kit back here. You can even hold like back here if you think you're getting pushed out. You can be back here, and then like the second you see a combo or something, you can just fucking leave and just get out of here. You got your spawn up here that you can walk into. So otherwise, like, you'll be watching lobby a lot of the time, and just make sure you don't get caught out and make sure nothing can surprise you. So once you guys give up B, or you lost B, if you haven't wiped, then you can hold C. And there's sort of two holds we do for C. Otherwise, just give up C and just go for a E or a D hold, because if you've wiped, like, it's going to be really hard to repush this point. But one hold that we really like to do is our combo holds in this connector right here, because this is because there's 3 ways into C, or there's 4 ways into C, but most common ones is they can just walk through B here, come through this connector and come to C, or from B they can come through right here. So basically I sit up here, so all of our combos in there, so the medic can pop out and heal me if need be, and then I just spam this, make sure like a sniper or something can't do that, and just keep peeking this and just spamming through here around this corner constantly. Otherwise, like, and then the second you see a combo, you can just drop down here and just come and get this full health kit down here, and then just, you can tell your combo, then they'll start denying it. And then, like, you can either recommit and then start shooting things, or you can just fucking leave, and you can just go down here and just not hold there anymore. You can, if they're coming through here, then all of a sudden you can wrap around them from there. You can just do all sorts of things. But, if you're sort of, like, passive holding C, then I would just hold, like, since your combo will be back here, I would just hold in like maybe like this general area. You can just sit right here, and then just spam this. If your combo ever comes here, you can just leave and come over to E. Otherwise, you can also just, like, if they're coming to the E, you can come down here, come and get the full health kit, and then just refight from there. And like, just pretty much like flank them. You can always get, like, there's always routes to get behind them. If they're coming through here and you know like nothing's coming up here, and there's a push coming, you can just start walking around here. Come back here, and then usually the medic will be standing around here. You can just pop him up or just do like a decent amount of damage, and just always be like aware of just flanks and what you can do. So that's pretty much it, like, for defending C. Like, if say you guys get pushed back a little bit but you have like an Uber advantage and want to repush it, I would recommend you come in either, like, even if you're not getting flashed, come in with the Ubers. Like, either you can come and get like flashed through here and just go straight to the point, or while your Uber's coming through here towards the point, you can come either secure this area, or from here you can either jump straight to the point or try and get the medic retreat points, which will be down here. They'll be running out that way, or they'll be running out here, and just watching and just jumping straight from here and just looking for where the fuck he is. Soldier, this doesn't really matter, but just be aware that this is a thing. You can jump and clip on this ledge right here and then get up here. So pretty much any class can get into this hallway right here, including heavy. So yeah, just always be aware of the fact that like anything can flank you from behind. And if you're ever holding in this hallway up here, make sure your team's calling if shit's coming from behind you, because you don't want to be wrapped around from here. So like make sure your team's actually in C here, because if they're not, then you're gonna have a real bad time. And I wouldn't hold in this hallway. If they're not like holding C, then you can just hold a little bit more like back here and just make sure nothing can come through here. Just harass things. So it'll be like 1 or 2 things trying to get like a cheeky flank, and you can catch them out pretty easily in this hallway. Like pretty much anything that isn't a pyro, you can win the 1v1 on in this hallway, and you're just gonna destroy them. So defending D, I guess you're never really defending specifically D. You're always defending D/E at this point of the game. But I wouldn't really ever like hold D per se as a soldier. Like usually your combo can be in this area, so they can hold both E and D. And your job will sort of be to just hold this lobby area again. Or it depends, like if your combo wants to hold lobby, they can just hold lobby and you can fuck off over to like over here. And you can just hold this area again. Like just be aware that something can flank you, but just deny this, make sure nothing can get through there. And you can always like, if they're coming to D, you can always just do like a super long wraparound, come through here and do it that way, and just go through this, which we call death hallway. Because pretty much like anything dies that goes through that fucking hallway because it's so tiny. But if you're holding lobby, again you're sort of doing the passive hold. And then the second you see the combo, just call it and just leave. Just get out as quickly as possible. Same with this area, or this spot up here becomes a little bit more effective. It's a little bit like iffy to get into. It's because it can like bounce you out if you hit it wrong, like that. But makes that spot a little bit more viable to hold in. If you're holding this by yourself, then you can sort of hide up there, and then there's nowhere else you can really hide. But just like always just be aware of like wherever you're holding, if the push is like coming, then and nobody's contesting you, then you know they're not going to be fighting you, and you can just leave and just go flank them from wherever the fuck you want. But otherwise, holding like an E, you can hold up in this area because you can spam point. Just be aware of the window and then like lobby and stuff. But you can always like deny the lower area. Just go wherever like you think you can hold properly. Just rotate around. And probably the biggest benefit of holding in lobby, if nothing ever actually comes to lobby, and like you can just walk out here for free, and then just come up and just make like if a sniper is ever up here, you can either just walk up here and kill him, or you can just, like if it's ever called, you can just walk back right out here and just spam right there, and then do a lot of damage or get the kill on him, because you can hit him anywhere in that room from just splashing up on the roof there. So see, I think yeah, this is a spot as well that you can hide on if they're ever coming from here. Like if you know they're coming from lobby, like say they're called lobby and you're like holding over here or something, you can just do like a quick like jump over here and chill right here, and then you can get like even like the after fight or whatever, you can get a few nice rockets down. But yeah, and always be aware of like the lower area too. Like if there's ever an NG down here, it's pretty much your job to get these minis, and then you should always be like contesting the things in the lower area. If like it's a soldier or something, never fight him because he's just going to destroy you. Just never really go past here. You can like get rockets, like especially like NGs are super easy to kill down here, but soldiers, like they have control of this health kit and the high ground instantly on you, so you never want to like instigate from there. But you can always just wrap around Another thing to know is if they're coming from this connector here, this grate you can splash things through. So not only can sticky traps through a thing that they can kill you through there, you can even just hold down here as a soldier and then start putting rockets, and it'll hit them for about like 60 or 70 if they're super close to it. And you can like get a force or like some cheeky damage up there by just doing that if they're ever pushing through there. But yeah, so attacking wise, you can do one of two things. Again, you can either go A or B. If you're going to B, then you're just sort of expecting to sort of peek it. I wouldn't really ever go B unless you're like opening up with your combo. If you're pushing with your combo, then you can like open it up for them. Just starting to go for like a sniper, but otherwise I would just go to A. And coming A side, I usually just get a buff and come up this right here, and then there's a few things you can do. Like you can come down here through that, and if there's ever a sniper watching here, you can get a super easy pick on him, or you can just like walk this way and just take control of this, and then always run pain train on like this point if you're attacking, but you can pretty much just come up this side and just start edging the point. Be aware of sticky traps like all around this shit here. Also be aware of this barrel. You like spies can hide inside this, so just break it every single time. But you can just start edging the point and then just splash anything that comes near you, which is usually what I do. Other thing you can do is try and catch out a demo like spamming from up here. Essentially you walk up here and then just jump straight into whatever's right there and just do as much damage as possible, and you can probably get a demo pick off of that if he's a little bit like too overextended right there. But otherwise just trying to get the point and then just waiting for this to open up and then coming through this lobby area and then flanking from there. Like just take over this lobby. Don't go alone, just be with somebody. Like deal with anything that's over here, deal with whatever's in lobby. If there's something actively contesting you here, you can just go and like chill over here, come through this area, and then you can jump and like get health kits and then contest them from over here. Or if there's nothing like actively watching here and you've killed it, you can just walk straight through this area right here. And if for some reason they're not expecting you, you can just walk through here, and usually the medic will be holding around this area, and you can just get a super easy force or kill on the medic. Or if they're retreating from this point, you can just like hide and chill around this area, and then the second they start retreating here, just put rockets into the medic from there. Otherwise, like same with like engineers, like rescue rangering, you'll usually be sitting around this general area, and you can get some like just sort of like cheeky picks. And the only really thing that can deal with you is pyros. Yeah, soldier pretty much works alone most of the time on steel, because you're one of the fastest classes, especially on this map. You're definitely the fastest class, but like just be a nuisance. If the pyro like comes and deals with you, like he can reflect whatever the fuck he wants. You can just stay around this corner. If he starts to actually fight you, like just try and get some nice splash, and then you can just leave. Just be like, nope, I'm done with this shit, and then come back over to lobby and get the health kit. You can set up like a teleport or whatever in here with your engineer, just clear this area. If your team wants you with the push, another thing you can do when you're pushing B is just coming out here and like just opening it up with your team. You can come up this area and just sort of do like a high and wide jump, especially if there's no sentry right here to like obliterate you. Then you can always just do that and get on to whatever is like still fighting there. You can do if there's like a sniper out there, you can always just get into the sniper. Or you can even this bum right here, you can do the same thing and just like target the engineer or the sentry. You can come up here with a direct hit or a cow mangler or even just a stock launcher and shoot the sentry, like disable it, direct hit or whatever if it's up there, and just do that. Just be expecting that a sniper might be watching you. Or even you can just jump, like you can just sort of like chill back here and wait for your Uber exchange to come down, and then the post fight do this jump, and then like anything retreating will be about right here and you can just shoot them. So it's just all up to what you want to do. Pushing C is usually since I usually run Pain Train and you should be running Pain Train, you usually just want to be one of the cappers. So you're going to be capping A, you're going to be capping B, and then you can pretty much just like wait for this. If you know like they're not hard holding C, like if you've killed enough people, you've wiped them, then you know you can come through here. Just wait for this door to open, come through here, and then just jump into here and play around this area. No, even your first life, I would just almost always run the Pain Train on offense, but then on defense, I always run the whip. But there's a few things you can do through C, and I would pretty much always go for C. You can even just you can just walk through here. You can do like the long con. You can either go through lobby or just jump across like here if nothing's actively watching this, and then come through Death Hallway. Like this, say like if you're building Uber and you have enough time, you can just come through Death Hallway if nothing's actively watching it, which does still happen because I've actually made a lot of teams start actively watching the hallway, and then you can just get like a cheeky kill from here, because I'd pretty much, if you get here unspotted, you're pretty much guaranteed a medic pick. He'll either be right here or right here, and you can get a super easy pick on him. But if you are spotted, then just leave, or just go in for the sack and just try and trade like 1-for-1 for something. But if they're not like holding it or whatever, you can just walk straight through here, and then this point I wouldn't get on. I would just hold right here, and then you can either like sort of hide right here and wait for something to come out of spawn to contest it, or even just watch the spawn and just deny anything coming out and force them to use this spawn exit over there. So just like spamming that, but just basically controlling this area, and like especially if they're holding in this, you can just like spam them, and then the demo can't really counter spam you because you can just get away like so easily. Coming to like get this full health kit. Now if you ever need to suicide into this point, you can come from the lower area and just jump into there from there, or you can even just jump from up there. But basically just controlling this area is how you want to deal with this point. Going to D/E, it's called Death Hallway because if you go here, you're as good as dead. Like, it's just such a small fucking hallway that if they have half a brain, and like something can even just be like in spawn just watching, like there's a window, you can always see them coming, and you can just get mulched in here super easily. So like as a combo class, I would never move through here, but as a soldier, you can just sort of do a little bit of cheeky flanks from here. But going from C to D, even then I would never go through here, just go the long way around, just come through and go to E, and then, or you can like go over to lobby. But basically for D and E attacking, just being a presence on the E point is usually enough. Like, the best way to attack Steel is to be pressuring D and E at the same time and forcing them to deal with one of you. Like, your flank will be like, so your flank will be capping E, like you and your scout will jump up here, and all of a sudden this is ×4, and that's capping pretty fast. And if there's like not an NG or anything, like your combo can even come here and like deal with like an NG or whatever that's here. Or if they're hard holding E, you can come over to D, basically start getting like cap time, force the combo to come to you, and then call it out and just leave. Just jump away to like lobby or whatever, and then all of a sudden their combo's now dealing with you, and then your combo just comes in and pushes D, and now all of a sudden you've gained all of this ground for nothing. So now all of a sudden your combo is this ground, they have to fight from here, and then from here you can start once you have control of this D area, then all of a sudden your combo can, you can recommit. So while your combo's coming through here, you can recommit through here and start getting on the point again, harassing things. Jump off the point, watching this spawn right here, spamming down there, and just controlling this area, being a nuisance. You can pick up this health kit over here, spam things coming out of there, just make sure like a sniper or anything can't come out of these doors. And then just like getting back on point, just pretty much cap time is the #1 most important thing on this point. Like when we played ET on our first season in Steel, we literally we made a lot of mistakes, which is why we lost. But like one of the things, like I was on the point and I got knocked off, like I was like 160 health and I got knocked off by a roller and fell down, and that cost us the match. That would have given me enough time to have capped the point and we would have won. But so like just seconds can matter on this point. So just try and get as much possible time on E. If they're hard holding E, you can just come over here and start capping D and just watch through here, and if they start committing towards you, then you can call it, and then your combo can rotate to E and gain ground from there, and then from here you can just leave into like Death Hallway or whatever. You can go into lobby. If they don't contest you, then great, you get D for free. Just be aware of spawning things. You can always just jump up and take the high ground and fight things wherever you need to be. The pretty just being a distraction and just getting cap time is, at this point of the game, is just all you want to do. Like, if you get 0 kills, it does not fucking matter. As long as you're just forcing their combo to like move around to places they don't want to. And then just rotating between and just getting as much cap time as physically possible. And just doing whatever you can to get said cap time. Yes, it is usually bad to just rush E. It's not a very good strat. And pretty much like your combo should never be the ones having to cap on E either. Like, your combo always wants to be in a little bit more of aggressive position. They can hold up here, they can hold like right here, just denying this area, which creates more room for your flank to cap over here. And while you're like, you can always like help them like do some spam, and then just watch this and make sure nothing comes from here. And if you ever see something coming through here, then you can just start spamming right there and just deny them that way. But that's pretty much like, that's just the way to win Steel, is just like, even like A, B, C, D, E, all of the points, you just want to win by just distracting people and just making them like sort of faking out where you're going, and just making them come to points that you're not actually pushing. Same with, even if like they're holding B and you've cleared this area, just have you and your scout get on the cap and start getting cap time. You're not going to cap it, but you're forcing things to deal with you. So if like your demo comes through here and like traps this or whatever, something just deals with that area, it forces their combo to come and deal with you on E. And then the second the combo leaves, your combo just pushes up through here, and all of a sudden like there's a lone NG and sniper or something, or like there's just a few people like lingering back here, and you just all of a sudden have a super easy push, and you've gained all of this ground for nothing. You need to keep that in mind while defending too, your combo and your flank, that like you need a super strong main caller on this map, because you need to, like, no matter what you're doing, you need to be able to rotate at a moment's notice at all times. And if you can do that, then that's just how you win. So like that's pretty much Steel. There isn't like too much stupid shit going on. Just pretty much just find flanks and just abuse them. That's all you have to do. So yeah.